Good morning, everybody. This is Miss Taylor coming at you from the Marathon County Public Library, and we have some fun new books to share with you. It's a new year, so we're going to read some new fun books. A lot of our books focus on families and kind of the quirks and funny things that make families families. So we're going to start out with our first book. It's called I'm Not a Mouse. So in this book, it's all about nicknames. Do you have any nicknames at home? Can you think of any? Like, does your mom call you honey or sweetie? I know I've used the term peanut before, but let's see what happens in I'm Not a Mouse. Think of your nickname and what it really means when you really think about it. Okay, I'm not a mouse. I love my mom, but for some reason, she always calls me Mouse. Uh-oh, whoosh, she actually turned into a mouse. Oh no, I don't like being called Mouse. It's not fun getting changed into a mouse at all. Now she's tiny. There was one time I was about to blow out my birthday candles when Mom shouted, "Hey Mouse!" Oh no, look, she's getting carried away by the balloons. Poor Mouse. And on the weekend, I was playing in a soccer match when Mom cheered, "Go Mouse!" Uh-oh, help! She's gonna get trampled by the other players, isn't she? Another time, I was roller skating with Mom when, "Hey Mouse!" Oh no, help! Mouse in a roller skate. And worst of all, I was petting our cat when Mom came in. Mouse! And what do cats like to hunt? Mice! So the cat said, "Yum!" And poor Mouse, help, help, help. I had had enough. I'm not a mouse. Poor Mouse. One day after school, I had an idea. I didn't answer when Mom called Mouse. I kept quiet and didn't move. Mouse, Mouse, Mouse. Then she called me by my name, and I liked that. "Olivia," she said. And there runs Olivia to her mother. "I love you, Olivia," said Mom, "and I'm sorry. I only use your pet name because I love you so very much." But guess what happened then? We heard My Little Pumpkin. It was Lila's dad who had come to get her. Uh-oh, looks like Lila turned into a pumpkin. Then Husam's auntie arrived. "My little sweet pea," she said. Eek, he turned into a sweet pea. And when we went to the park, I couldn't believe my eyes. So many nicknames. Look, my sweetie turned into a piece of candy, honey, a jar of honey, our treasure, a treasure chest, my flower, our little kitten, our cutie bear, my little strawberry, and my superstar. Look at that, everyone seems to have a little pet name or nickname. Best of all, we went to the movies that evening with Granddad, and he said to Mom, "My little chicken." And Mom says, "Oh no, whoosh, eek." Oh no, now she's a chicken. She doesn't look too happy, does she? And look at Olivia, she's giggling. So it sounds like parents like to call their kids by pet names, don't they? Look at all these other pet names. There's my kitten, mi corazon, my heart, my moon, my pudding, my possum, my angel, my cutie pie, my little monster, and a cuddle bug, and my duck. So lots of fun nicknames out there. What do your parents call you, or even your grandparents? Try and see if you can think of any nicknames. So that was I'm Not a Mouse, one of our new books. I really like this one. Okay, So now we're gonna read our next book. This one's funny too, about our families and, again, little quirks. This one is called My Brother the Duck. Okay. I am Stella Wells, fledgling scientist. Scientists notice things, and so do I, like the fact my baby brother might be a duck. Let's see. I spotted something odd before he was born. Dad told Mom, "You're waddling. We must be having a duck." They laughed, but I didn't. A baby was bad enough, and a duck was unacceptable. Research was obviously required. So, when my parents returned from the hospital holding something wrapped in a blanket, I took notes. It was scrawny, it was yellow, its nose was flat and broad, it looked like a duck. But that was only a hypothesis. To prove it, I'd need some evidence. So what do you think? Do you think her brother's a duck? Let's see. Mom showed me the bundle. Look, Stella, it's your baby brother, Drake. That name seemed noteworthy. Turns out, Drake is a fancy word for a boy duck. My first piece of evidence? Check. Think it's a duck? I'm not so sure. As soon as I wrote it down, Drake started squawking. Man, could that kid quack. Quack, quack, quack. My second piece of evidence. Check. Drake? It means boy duck. Loud quack, yes or no? That's a yes. But scientists, they can't just wing it. They have to gather facts. So we need some more evidence. So I visited my friend Carla Martinez. She's made volcanoes erupt, pickles glow, and paper clips float. She's a scientist. We have a new baby, said Stella. His name is Drake, and I think he's a duck. Carla considered my statement. Male ducks are called drakes, she conceded. Does he quack? Ugh, you should hear him. Does he have feathers? Not yet, but he's fairly fuzzy. His little jammies. Does he have a bill? I stopped to think. Drake's nose was definitely not normal. I guess so, I said. Carla raised an eyebrow. Scientists don't guess. Further research was obviously required. Okay, so Carla's gonna help Stella. Back at home, Drake looked more like a duck than ever. Incredible, I said. But it's inconclusive, Carla replied. We must consult an expert. We chose Principal Kowalski. She drinks coffee from a duck-shaped mug, and she keeps rubber ducks on her desk. She even calls, "Make way for ducklings," when our class walks down the hall. So again, another nickname for the students in her class, ducklings. Miss Kowalski, I said, we were wondering, can you tell if a baby duck is really, a duck? You know what people say, she said. If it looks like a duck and sounds like a duck, it's probably a duck. There it was. An expert had confirmed my hypothesis. I was related to a duck. A waddling, quacking, broad-billed baby duck. I thought about it all day. Where we go, what we do. It wasn't so bad, really. We could still go fishing, and Drake can get her worms. Look at that. And we could still share lunch. Aw, cracker goldfish. They could share lunch. And Drake's feathers would add a certain flair to every photo. Plus, we would never, ever lose a game of Duck, Duck, Goose. Because he'd be an expert. I hurried home, ready to be the best big sister a duck had ever had. She's ready. Drake was in his bassinet. Does he look like a duck there? He looked rounder and smoother than before, and his nose seemed almost normal. That didn't fit the bill. Was all my research wrong? But just then, Dad waddled by. He's waddling. Let's see what he's doing. I dropped my notebook and stared. Long, skinny legs? Check. Wide-webbed feet? Check. And the biggest bill I'd ever seen? Check. Pool time, he announced. I need to get my wings wet. And with those words, I knew. Stella Wells, fledgling scientist, had another hypothesis to test. So do you think her dad's a duck? I think he just wants to go swimming. But he does kind of look like one. Looks like she's gonna do some research in a book called Duck Stuff and Lake Life. Okay, so that was our last book for the day. It's called My Brother the Duck. I hope you enjoyed our new stories, and we will see you in 2 days on Thursday. Thanks for joining us.